Man, oh man, the injury bug continues to hit the Memphis Grizzlies. No Marcus Smart as Memphis hosts the Los Angeles Clippers. First quarter we go is Desmond Bane for show. Not to be outdone by Jaren Jackson, somehow still controlling the rock and scoring. Jackson had 21 points and 6 rebounds. On the other end, it's the Claw, Kawhi Leonard with the midi. And then Harden with that patented three-pointer that's just unguardable. Clippers now out in front in the second quarter. And trust and believe there's more where that came from. Off the missed layup from Bane, Paul George decides to take off on Memphis. Not just once, but this dude's game so nice, he's got to do it twice. George puts the Clippers up by 8. Third quarter we go. It's more Harden. A simple night at the office for the bearded one. He had 11 points and 9 assists. Clippers running away with this one. For Memphis, it gets worse. Already without Smart this game, Ja for the season, and now Desmond Bane unfortunately injures his ankle on Kawhi's foot. Bane would leave the game, and he would not return. He didn't miss much as Brody, Russell Westbrook gets to the money. Paul George had a game-high 37 points. Tough to beat a team when their leading scorer shoots 70% from the three-point line. 7 of 10 for PG. Missed to shoot 1 3. Clippers beat the Grizzlies 128-119. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code FERRO, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code FERRO, and your first deposit will get doubled. Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs welcome back Charlotte Hornets' own LaMelo Ball, who had been down due to injury. And you could tell how much the Hornets missed their star point guard. LaMelo picked up where he left off, balling out. LaMelo putting the work in, and somehow, some way for his team making a play. This is a beautiful finish off the Euro step from LaMelo, making it look easy. Ball had 28 points. Also dished out 5 assists. Thought he had a dime here, but Keldon Johnson had other plans. A pretty hard foul on number 3 overall pick, Brandon Miller, who leaves the game and does not return, kind of grabbing at that back. I saw him grabbing his arm as well. Keldon Johnson gets a flagrant foul. So 1 star down for Charlotte as they gain 1 back. For the Spurs, it's all about their number 1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama. Game so great, make you want to smack your mama. He was healthy and balling, and he got some help. Dougie McDermott reins in a couple of tray balls, and the Spurs take the 18-point lead. McDermott had 14 points. Third quarter, we go back to the Wemby show. It's a good idea. It's a good show to watch nowadays. Wembanyama just going up and just grabbing the ball in the air, and don't mind if I do type of jams. I'm already up in the air anyway. The Spurs are up 25. Wembanyama's got another throwdown. Jeremy Sohan wants the alley. Why in the heck would Wembanyama ever do something like that? Victor Wembanyama balling. 26 points and 11 rebounds. The Spurs are up a bunch, and Keldon Johnson wants to add more. This nasty three-pointer caps off a 36-point win for San Antonio. Whoever that dude was on the front row, I hope his camera was recording, because he would have got a great shot. 135-99 is your final from Texas. Let's get to it. It's Alperen Sengun and the Houston Rockets in the D taking on the Detroit Pistons. No Cade Cunningham for Detroit, out with a knee injury, but the Pistons were game. They had to deal with this dude, Alperen Sengun, setting the tone for the Rockets early. Houston takes a 4-point lead, but here comes the Pistons. Marcus Sasser finding Alec Burks for 3. And if some is good, more is better. It's Sasser, this time finding Isaiah Livers for 3. Pistons are now up a 7 spot. Second quarter, we go. It's more Alec Burks for sure. 19 points for Burks. The Pistons are up double digits. Could they maintain? The answer is no, because these Houston Rocket guards came to play. Van Vliet finds Jalen Green inside, and then this time around, Green needs no pass, and Van Vliet don't need a pass either. All he needs is a screen from his unk, and Fred will let that thing go from Lake Michigan. We're tied up at 55 at the half, despite Detroit controlling most of the first half. Third quarter, Kevin Knox lines it up and knocks it down. Knox also had 19 points. Jaden Ivey was running the show for Detroit. Finds Jalen Duran with the no-look dime. A nice one from Ivey. The Pistons go back out in front. Here come the Rockets one more again. Feels like the same song we sang in the first half. It's more Jalen Green. He had 28 points. Fourth quarter, Van Vliet really running the show. Him and Alfred Şengün. Inside, Şengün finishes. And on the other end, it's more Ivy. 18 points, 8 assists for Jaden. The Pistons are up. 100 seconds to go. It's Van Vliet for 3. Him and Şengün working his two-man game to perfection. Fred had 20 points and 12 dimes. You're about to see the most important one. Inside to Şengün, who had 29 points and 6 rebounds. Last chance for the Pistons. They're down 2. 4 seconds to go. Ivy gets a look. And much like the Detroit Pistons season, it goes in again, out again, in again, in, out again. Rockets hold on to win by 2 on the road. Couple of the top contending teams out west getting it on. It's Zion Williamson and the Pelicans taking their challenge to Colorado to do battle with Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. First quarter, Michael Porter Jr. making an impact with a Jokic-like dime to guess who? Jokic. On the other end, it's Mr. Williamson. He had himself a game, ties it up early. MPJ is going to attack the rim with ferocity, and on that possession, he would not be denied. Get out my way, Jonas. I got places to be, people to see. The story of this game was the Denver Nuggets passing. A lot of it was Jokic to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's like, I'm just going to keep cutting and getting easy looks. We saw that dime. Here's Murray finding Christian Braun for 3. And then Jamal Murray, another one of his 9 dimes to DeAndre Jordan. Denver's now up by 14. Nuggets now playing some defense. It leads to some offense. Peyton Watson is starting to shine. More passing. It's Jokic inside to Gordon. This time around, it's here, bruh, type of dime. Just throws it over his head. And Jokic ain't done finding Gordon. Third quarter, we go. It's more Jokic for sure. He finds Gordon, who, again, in this Denver offense, if you keep moving, you get rewarded for your efforts. Now Jokic done passing. It's bully ball time. Little boy day tomorrow. It's Jokic bulldozing a really big dude, and Valanciunas out the way. Refs called a tech on Jokic after the play for hanging on the rim. Is that really hanging on the rim? That's what we come to, NBA? Anywho, more Aaron Gordon just making his way inside for bucket after bucket. 15 loud points for Aaron, by the way. Zion doubled that. How about Mr. Williamson putting up 30 for the Pelicans? But truth be told, they trailed pretty much the entire game. Jamal Murray and the Nuggets show why they are the reigning NBA champs. Murray had 20 points to go along with his 9 assists, not to mention that dude, that's the reigning finals MVP, Jokic. He just had another triple-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. Nuggets roll past the Pels by 12. With Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr in the building, Chicago decides to honor their 1995-96 NBA championship squad. I do have to notate, though, there was no Michael Jordan, no Scottie Pippen. Bulls hosting the Warriors. Like, how can you have that without the 2 best players and they're still alive and everything? Anywho, first quarter, Kobe White and DeMar DeRozan get to the money. Second quarter, it's Jonathan Kuminga on the same type of grind. He must have put in the same type of time. Kuminga had 24 points. Andrew Wiggins wasn't too shabby himself. We got a tight one in the shot until the Bulls say enough of it being a tight one. Zach LaVine and Kobe White putting in work. Both of these dudes dropped 25, and as we take a break, it's Chicago up 75-62. But there was a third quarter, and the old Golden State returned. A 48-point avalanche by a team that's been very frustrated of late. They took it all out on Chicago in the third. Clay, Wiggins, and Steph all a part of it. Looking like a team that won a championship just a couple years ago. Kuminga wasn't too shabby himself. Look at him playing bully ball down low. Steph's all pumped up. He's like, finally, my guys are playing good at the same game. Thompson had 30 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. He nailed 7 threes. DeRozan had one of his better games of the season. He had 39. But the Bulls had no answers for the chef in the kitchen, cooking late. It's Curry taking over with 3 after 3. And just when you think he's going to shoot another one, Curry decides to show you the midi. Steph wakes up late with 27 points. He nailed 6 3-pointers. It's the Warriors coming back and defeating the Bulls on a night that was supposed to be about the Chicago legends turns into a night about the young San Francisco legends.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories, I talk music, I cover sports, I am culture, I am FERRO.